Welcome to Dials and Dice. So tonight we have Tim versus Neil, the man from Down Under. And so playing in week 6 of the Summer League. And so we actually have a first tonight. So Steven is working late. So Jonathan is on vacation. So Mason, we have a noob. And so it's my son.
Haha.
Haha, what? It's true. Say hello.
Hi.
So tonight he's going to help me out here for just a little bit. We are going to be streaming, like I said, Tim Opinaldo versus Neil Chan. So it looks like Tim is bringing a resistance list for week 6 versus Neil's Rebel Alliance list. Mason, so why don't you tell him about week 6?
Alright, week 6, Ladies Not Out, inspired by Jawa's Women of Star Wars. Your list must include either 2 pilots or crew or a mix of 1 and 1 that are female characters in Star Wars. This includes aliens and female humanoids such as Guri.
Yeah, so we had Ladies' Night for breast cancer awareness and so forth. We raised quite a bit of money over there at Team Jawa. So Stephen liked this setup, so we decided to, with permission, so do this 1 week that was very much the same, pretty much. So, but they're getting set up. They are setting out, looks like Vinny. So Vinny's coming out. But let's go over these lists here real quick as I totally screw up the view. So, all right. So we are going over to, you know what? Let me get over to the recording chat. So, stream chat. There we go. Okay, so we are going over Neil's list first. So Mason, what we typically do here is we read through the cards, take a look at their upgrades and so forth. He has watched a few of these. In fact, I was quite proud. So he came in and got Tabletop Simulator set up. So Streamlabs, apparently he's been watching. So
I have stuff memorized.
you have stuff memorized? It was pretty good. I was pretty impressed. All right, well, tonight, like we said, we have Hera. So Hera, while another friendly ship at range 1 to 2 defends or performs an attack during the modified dice step, you may transfer one of your focus tokens, evade tokens, or locks to that ship. So Hera is going to be working alongside, we'll see. So it's probably going to be another A-Wing. So Sabine or Bay, we'll see who he sets him up next to, or her up next to. Next, next running with the XX-23S Thread Tracers. So we'll see some shenanigans there. Next, we got Jan Ors. While a friendly ship in your firing arc performs a primary attack, if you are not stressed, you gain 1 stress token. You may gain 1 stress token. If you do, that ship may roll 1 additional attack die. So, and that's run with the Moldy Crow title. Next, we got Shara. While you defend or perform a primary attack, you may spend 1 lock you have on the enemy ship to add 1 eyeball result to your dice result. So gets that extra focus. So next we got Sabine Wren. So in the A-Wing, while you defend or perform an attack, if the attack range is 1 and you are in the enemy ship's arc, you may change 1 of your results to a evade or hit result. So of course that comes with vectored thrusters, same as all the other A-Wings. And then Lieutenant Blount. While you perform a primary attack, if there is at least 1 other friendly ship at range 0 to 1 of the defender, you may roll 1 additional attack die. So that is the Rebels. Let's take a look at the opposing team, Tim. So we've got 1 second. Do I have this set up wrong? Just taking a look. Sorry, folks. We've got to swap these. Give me just a sec.
Ooh, you messed up.
I messed up. I know it's here. I can easily swap these. Where is it? Sorry, folks. A little bit of technical difficulties. So Mason, tell us about your summer, what you've been up to.
Biking.
What have you been biking to? Where you been going?
Football stuff.
Yeah?
It's weightlifting and running right now. Going to football camp at the end of this month.
Then you got like what, 25 minutes to camp?
The Y every Wednesday.
Well, and all your camps 4 days a week, so this boy's getting skinny and strong. All right, well, I'm having a hard time finding my swap. I'm gonna have to flip things around. Sorry, folks. Oh, they already start the timer? What are we? Oh, doing some pre-game shenanigans. All right. Clear all. Swap. There we go. All right. That's better. And actually, it's not. I had it right from the get-go. And there we go. My bad. Sorry, folks. Okay. So, Bremy has followed. Thank you. Oh, that was 2 days ago. Not even close. There we go. All right. Reset. So they're coming out. So we got Venny down here in the corner. So, and then ZZ and Talisian Lintra. I am so terrible at saying names. How would you say that, Mason?
Talisian.
You heard me say it. What about that?
Oh.
Right there.
Lieutenant Lowen. I can't say it.
Blount. So, all right, and then it looks like we've got Sabine lining up or in front of Shara Bay. Oh, they've already tapped the timer, so let's get that going. There we go. And we're going to get this adjusted to 13:73 minutes. There we go. Okay. Our timer's about 10 to 15 seconds ahead, but we can make that work. So, let's get going. All right, I appreciate you guys putting up with my technical difficulties. Stephen and I just met this week, actually yesterday on my birthday, so I got a few minutes. My wife held down the fort, so, and we got our stream stuff all set up exactly the same. And by exactly the same, I mean I got a copy of Stephen's stuff, so my stuff is now just a tad bit different than I'm used to, so I do apologize. All right. Okay, like I said, we got Vinny down here in the bottom right-hand corner. So they are currently doing dials. All right, so we got a nice little formation over here on the right on Neil's side. He's keeping it nice and close. So, all right, so it looks like we've got Vinny doing just a 1 straight. Wow. We haven't gone over the list on Tim's side. So,
You are all behind today.
I'm just a tad bit behind. He is not wrong. Speak up, kid. They won't be able to hear you. So, we're going to do this. We've got Vinny, while you defend, if the attacker's in a friendly ship arc, you may add 1 focus result to your roll. So, Trajectory Simulator, Pattern Analyzer, C-3PO. We got Ray on board, so giving him that Force Veteran Turret Gunner for that extra bonus arc attack. And then Seismic Charges is the bombs he's carrying, along with Proton Bombs. Next we've got, That's heroic. That's, here we go. ZZ Tolo. So, committed to the cause, RZ to A Wing. After you defend or perform an attack, you may spend 1 charge to gain a focus or evade. So, doing a hard 2. So, hiding behind that debris field. And ZZ is rolling with, what is that? I can't quite make it out. I'm going to zoom in. Cuts it off. Oh, proton rockets. Oh, good. I haven't seen that alt card. So we had our charge blocking that. We've got heroic, and then advanced optics. So we may as well just take a look over in this view. So we've got Talisian Lintra. So while an enemy ship in your bullseye performs an attack, you may spend 1 charge. If you do, that defender rolls 1 additional die. And then also rolling with proton rockets, heroic, and advanced optics. Okay. So, looks like Talisian did a hard 2. Over here on the right, so we've got Hera doing a 2 straight, Jan Ors 2 straight, Charbet 2 straight, Sabine Wren, go figure 2 straight. Actually, no, it did a 3 bank left, and Lieutenant Blount, so following along with Sabine. How's everybody in the chat doing tonight? Sounds like my little puppy wants to join us. So, are you keeping track? What did Banner eat today?
A bag of goldfish, not a full bag, but the bag.
He was trying to eat a piñata.
True. Shaped like a cupcake.
What else? Come on, I know there's a list. So
other stuff that I can't remember because he eats too much.
Oh, a football. He ate a football.
That was yesterday.
No, he was eating it today too.
Yeah, it's all over the floor. It was.
Yes, it was a mess. So, Mason, do you want to do a really funny dad joke tonight?
You're the dad.
I'm the dad. No. For a change, we're gonna let you tell it. Nope, that is not what we want. All right. We're going to find a good one. All right, so we've got Sabine Wren doing a 3 bank. So I expect that Blount's going to do the exact same thing. All right. So boosting to the left. Blount did a 4, trying to stay close to Sabine. So, like we said, so per her... Sorry about the dog.
I can go deal with him.
This is a clean formation that we got, so he's kind of following along. Alright, so we've got Charbet doing a 3 left bank. Mason, take care of the dog. Alright, boosting in. Got 3 straight, so from Jan. Clearing stress. Alright, so then we got to boost. What? They pulled it back. Alright, so we've got ZZ, so doing a 5 straight, really charging over there, and then we've got Talisian doing a 2 hard. So taking a focus, boost left, taking that stress there. Got a lot of stress on board tonight. And finally, we've got Hera just moving up right alongside Jan. It'd almost be just as good just to bring in Banner. So it's going to be a full house. We bring the dog, my kid.
Now to add to what he's eating. Toilet paper.
Oh, all right.
And he's working on the broom again.
The broom. Oh, he loves the broom. It's hilarious. So he was like 10 pounds and dragging a full-size broom all over the house. I don't know what it is. So we've got, looks like Talisian is shooting a hit crit. So evading out. So it looks like Shara Bay is safe. I fully expect him to turn in here, or Neil to turn in here shortly. So he's got that asteroid in the way. It's going to prevent some of this, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, we do have a lot of stressful maneuvers, so I expect some simple banks. I'm not 100% certain. I plan on getting rid of all that. What's he barking at?
The neighbor.
Can you close the curtains?
I already did. He's looking through the see-through curtains.
Why don't you go put him in his mom in our room?
Yeah.
Go knock and put him away, would you please? Sorry, folks. So, I hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend for us Americans at least. So, if you're not American, then I hope you also had a great weekend. So, regardless of what day it was. I hope everybody also kept hold all their fingers and toes. I went fairly mild for the first time ever. So, I was missing Steven this weekend. We used to blow up a lot of stuff. Mostly stumps and things that are legal to blow up, to be clear. But alright, spinning a charge on a seismic. Let's get that updated. So we're down 1 seismic charge, Mason, so dropping it. So with his trajectory simulator.
Pedectity.
Yes, say that?
Pedectity.
That is correct. So taking a 1 bank, has gotten the 2 calculates. Okay, so next we have, I need to label some of these, I think. Oh, there we go. So we've got Sabine. Let me go get these labeled. Sabine, and then we've got, well, that's right, there's only one of those. Charbet is yellow. Okay. Hera's red. And I think we can figure out Jan Orsh and Lieutenant Blount. Let me get the other side though. ZZ and Talisian. So Talisian is yellow. That is a terrible shade of mustard yellow.
Yeah, I look disgusting.
I would eat it on a hot dog, that's about it.
It's pretty good on a hot dog.
I still have trouble eating hot dogs, though. My brother-in-law ruined them for me. And then orange for ZZ. Ah! Accidentally killed off ZZ. So I forgot to take a look, so I'm wondering how that grilling channel's looking from the weekend. Alright, I think we're good on our overlays. Yeah, no damage yet. Alright, 3. So we've got a 3 bank left out of ZZ. So coming in on that flank. So Talisian comes flying in with the 4 straight. We'll have to wait and see where Hera goes. So I think she's got range right now. Boosting in. Definitely has options. Oh, we got a bump. So we're going to have some firing going on. So Jan Ors. Okay, putting out a seismic on the asteroid over here. So we will take care of that. So asteroid is gone. There we go. Okay, so Jan firing 2 blanks. Yep, no need to even take a look. This is the night for noise. Now my robotic vacuum started.
Pretty much remember.
Same thing. Yeah, it's Abyssal. This one had a mop though, so made my
Good
life even
choice.
easier. So we got Talisian going into Blount. So rolling 2, she's got a crit, and she has the focus. She's going to spend it. So hit crit versus 2, and he's got the focus. He's going to spend it too. So nothing. Second shot's no blood. No, third shot technically. Nope, Vinny doesn't have anything. There go the calculates. All the green tokens getting cleared. Tim coming in hot tonight. We'll see how that turns out. So we've definitely got some options for return fire here in just a second. All right. So Mason, if you were flying one of these things, where do you think you'd go?
Away.
Away? You're gonna run? You're gonna let these rebels are just gonna run?
If I was flying one, I'd probably just go somewhere.
Well, we know his flying style. He's just gonna toilet bowl around and around and around and never engage.
Probably.
So you played a few games. What are your first impressions of this game?
It's fun.
Yeah? So it's been a little bit since we've played, so
I was like 11.
No? You would have played right before we left. Before we moved here last summer, so it's been about a year. We really have not gotten our in-home area set up yet. I've got about 1 million books and a bunch of 3D printed stuff all over our gaming table right now.
So now it's just a book table.
It is a book table, so it looks like we're ready for a garage sale.
Might as well.
Yeah, I might clear off some stuff. Alright, so they are back at it. We're getting ready for the next round, third round. How's the audio sounding tonight? So we're using that new mic. Let us know in the chat. So Mason is an avid gamer. So, in other words, I pretty much make you play with me all the time.
I play sometimes on my own will.
Of your own free will?
Yes.
Yeah. So he beat me in Sorry tonight. So we happen to have a friend whose daughter decided she wanted to have a birthday party here.
Day after yours.
Yeah, well, day after mine. So she wanted a birthday party, but she didn't tell her mom that until, like 2 days ago. So good luck working that out. Here comes the seismic charge. So we had a kids board game night. I lost at Sorry and what else I lose at? I lost them all. I know that. What's
I think that's all we play.
no what else?
Oh, Twister.
Twister. That's what it's called. Oh, he's dropping a seismic up there on the asteroid. Okay. It's a good move. So that's in a good spot. It's going to be hard to avoid. Yes, I like playing games. I'm very terrible at all games, pretty much, it seems.
Video games, you seem to be.
Yeah, I haven't played video games in a long time. It's been a minute.
Or like a few years. You did play
What I played?
day before yesterday.
Twice. Sabine Wren takes a 4 straight. Trying to stay away from that seismic best she can. And is she going to boost? Nope, taking a focus. Critical focus. With the boost, I see. So using those vectored thrusters. Alright. So we've got Shara coming in behind, taking that focus with the boost. Ooh, we got a little K turn, pre-K out of Blount. Doing a pretty good job of staying away from that seismic, goodness. So I expect Sabine and Shar are going to come in on Vinny next turn. We'll see what he does to try to defend against that. Jan boosting, so boosting left. Okay, and then we got a 5 straight, so out of ZZ for her action. She is going to, drum roll please, take a focus. And then barrel roll, stress back barrel roll, using those vectored thrusters. Then finally we have Talisian doing a 2 straight, so right up in Jan's face. Kind of take that focus. Okay, and then we've got Hera, and I can't tell what Hera's doing. I can never see the bottom right-hand side of the board. It's always troublesome. Typically rely on the other person to call that one. 2 straight. I guess I could have just watched the ship. What do you think? Alright, bomb explodes. Asteroid gone. That's pretty much all that happens. So it kind of clears up that lane up there. So we're down 2 obstacles at this point. Gives them a lot of freedom, not to have to dodge much, except in that center section and over on the right-hand side of the board.
In the top right.
Jan is going to take a shot at Talisian. So rolling 4v3. Come on, boys, you got us on pins and needles. Four, excuse me. So 4v4. Alright, so we got 2 hits. Gonna spend a focus. So 3 hits. And we have blood. He's going to take both shields. Okay, that's half points. Points on the board. So 25-0. Okay, and then we've got ZZ shooting into Jan. So she's already got the focus. She's probably not going to take that, spend the charge, of course. She doesn't have the target lock. So it's just going to be the 2 going into 3. Okay, rolling 1 over. Spends that charge. So evaded out. Looks like they ended up doing proton rockets. And Jan is down 2 shields. Okay, we got Blount going into Talisian. No focus, so that's the end of that. Nothing. Oof. You hate to have to pull a 3K and then end up with nothing. But it kind of makes sense. When you have the red charges, it doesn't help much. Red charges. Stress. Okay, back to the dials. So points stand at 25-0 currently. Getting a little more convoluted, so we've still got essentially Tim coming in from left and right, so he's using that bomber. He does have some bombs left. He's got the proton bombs left, so we'll see some of those popping out here soon. Looks like we've got, I still think that we're going to have Shara and Sabine come in here on Vinny. Blount, I don't know if he's going to turn in or if he's going to stay on target with Talisian. He does, of course, have ZZ coming in as well. So we've also got Hera, so who hasn't done a ton yet. We'll have to wait and see exactly where they're headed. Okay, spending a charge. Get more bombs out. 5 straight with that trajectory simulator. I don't know why that's so hard to say. Is that hard for you to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Trajectory.
It must be genetic.
Probably.
Take hit on a 1 left bank. 2 calculates. There we go. Okay, losing that stress because the balloon maneuver. So rather than just let them turn in on him and try to run away like Mason would, so He's going to face them head on.
I mean, if I was personally in a ship,
Oh, personally.
I would never.
So you're not going to be a fighter pilot.
Probably not.
So that's
'Cause if
one
you
thing.
get shot down, you're pretty much just dead.
Yeah,
I mean, in space, you get shot down, you're dead.
yeah, well, that's unless you're Leia and you're in episode 8.
Yeah.
Then
She
you just
somehow survives.
yes. Totally makes sense. So it's force logic. Uh-oh. Vacuum stuck. Fix it, Mason.
Oh, next one.
Robotic vacuums are great. They get stuck on our dog bowl and underneath a cabinet if we don't move a mat. But outside of that, no complaints. Alright, so first off we got Blount doing a 1 straight, gonna stay on target, see if he can stick with Talisian. So, but again, he's got Zizi who's coming in too, so he's got a fairly wide angle on Zizi depending on where she's going. Next we've got Jan doing a 1 straight as well. Maybe trying to do a block on Zizi perhaps. So but I don't know. I think she's going to have a bit of a hard time avoiding that debris cloud. We'll wait and see. What was it stuck on, kid?
The curtain.
Alright, apparently it gets stuck on the dog bowl, the curtain, and underneath the cabinet.
And on the mat right by the sink.
Yeah, well, that's underneath the cabinet.
True.
Did you move the dog bowl? Did you move the mat? And there he goes. Okay, where to next, folks? All right. So we've got Shara doing a 2 hard left. Jan is. Did Jan just boost? Yep, looks like it. So ZZ got out scot-free.
Scot-free.
What did I say?
Scout.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Wow. I should have got coffee before this. My bad, folks. Like I said, we had that party right up until right before here, and I was dealing with technical difficulties, so it's been an interesting night. And I'm gonna have to zoom out to see that one. 1 hard left. Alright, Vinny takes a shield off his own bomb. Or seismic charge, excuse me.
Pretty much the same thing, though.
They both go boom, don't they?
That's all that matters.
No, that was no, I'm wrong. That was a proton bomb. What am I talking about?
Still, it's a bomb.
Bombs are bombs are bombs. Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much.
Gianors firing into Vinny. So 3 on 1.
I thought I was gonna tell a joke.
Oh, that's right. We got distracted. Well, we do that during dials. So just give it a sec. 2 green dice. Hit crit.
Or you could say crit hit.
I think he's looking if you put heroic. No, I'm wrong. So he's able to roll that over into a evade, so it takes just the shield. Okay, next we've got ZZ going into Janors. 1 crit and an evade. Hasn't been having much luck with those 2 dice. Okay. We've got Talisian firing out the rear at Jan, I do believe. Okay, we've got 1 hit. Using the focus there. So 2 hits. And 2 go through. Looks like we got out safe. Sorry, folks, I was trying to follow the last one still. Okay, we've got Sabine. So with a hit crit going into Vinny. So 1 evade. Flipping Ray. Nabi saying he thought he smells A-wings. Yeah, that sounds about right. So the more A-wings you bring, the better you do. That's just how it works. We got a crit going into Vinny. Let's get that adjusted. So, and that is a fuel leak. That's no fun. Okay, Vinny going into... He is going to go into Sabine. Okay, we just got 2 hits. And there's Sabine's being a little
Nothing's
swirly,
really
it seems. What?
No, there's not much damage going on. It seems.
Not this far. So we're 37 minutes in, so we're just around halfway. Almost exactly, in fact. Yeah, nothing. Using that veteran turret gunner. Baited out. Alright, race flipped. Alright, Mason, you have to explain, what are you moving my mouse for?
I want to watch.
You want to watch?
I want to see the comments.
Oh, yep, sorry. I'm not doing a good job of engaging and being able to watch at the same time and writing points. My bad.
And telling jokes.
And telling jokes. Oh yes, there's jokes. There we go. Alright, now I see what he was firing at Blount. Alright, I got it. Thought it was going into Jan. I could not figure out where the damage went. Typically we split this up between folks, so it helps doing it all rather than have to do it all at once, so. Joke of the night. Let's see what we got, Mason. You got a good one?
No.
Nothing, huh?
I'm horrible at coming up with things randomly.
You can't just come up with a dad joke on the spot? Seriously?
Not really.
Part of it was the fact that I think I have a virus. I'm gonna have to fix this at some point. Alright, I'll leave this up to Mason. He can pick whatever one he wants. Just can't be terrible. Alright, it's a dad joke. It's gonna be terrible. Sorry. Alright. Mason.
What's Darth Vader's favorite measurement system?
What is Darth Vader's favorite measurement system?
The Imperial system.
The Imperial system.
Completely funny.
You think that's funny? That's so funny. What's another one? Give me another good one.
Why was Darth Vader so bad at sports?
Why?
He always choked.
Yep. He gets the red card. Very nice. Alright, they're finishing up their dials here. So not a single A-wing dead yet, and like I said, we're halfway through the game already. I'm fairly impressed. These things are not meant to last. Alright, Vinny's dropping his last seismic charge. Excuse me, his last proton bomb. No, or did I?
You always mix them up.
I do. Well, that's because I think I put him out wrong. No, he's dropping a proton bomb, excuse me. Okay, so Bean's coming in with a too hard. Losing the stress. Possible. What are they doing? Decisions. Trying to figure out what to do. They're thinking hard, folks. Okay, we've got a hard 2, so out of bumps into Jan Ors. And we've got Charbet doing a 2 straight. Navi, so let's be serious. They've got 2 shield, 2 hull. So they are glass cannons. Very, very fast glass cannons. Don't get me wrong, I love them. They're a lot of fun. I need to print an A-wing or two, don't I? I should go find one. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I printed an Imperial troop transport from Mandalorian here last week.
It looks really good.
It is really freaking big. It's sitting on top of my printer right now.
I was just about to say that.
My actual printer, not my 3D printer. Probably weighs 6 pounds.
That's like more than 5 pounds.
That is more than 5 pounds. Aren't you funny? Is that a dad joke? Sounds like a dad joke.
But I'm not a dad.
No, that'd be weird. I hope not. Alright, so we've got ZZ moving in behind Jan. And we got Talisian. Yeah. So it does seem as though Vinny's the one collecting quite a bit of fire. We'll see. So we've got a half-pointed... Well, that's on his team, though. So we've got a half-pointed A-wing thus far. So Jan is 1 point away from half points. So Blount's down. He's got half points. And then, of course, we've got Talisian, who's way off in the corner, trying to survive, shooting at the rear whenever she gets the chance. So it looks
Doing what I would probably do.
What's that?
Doing what I probably would do.
Running away?
Probably.
Yeah, you're not going to be in a fighter pilot. It's official.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like Hera got hit. All right, Mace. You need to cut out for bed to get football in the morning. Pound it. What do you say?
I'm tired.
All right. You have a good night, kid. Thanks.
See ya.
All right. So, looks like nothing. Okay, we got Jan going into Vinny. Whew. This could hurt. You may be right. Vinny may be dead very shortly. So we got a hit, 2 evades, so nothing. Being down 1 shield. CZ into Jan. The hit. 1 evade, so Jan's down 1. Oh, no. Spends that focus for sure. Yep. Looks like Kara takes 1 damage. So we're slowly picking away. Alright, Blount and Vinny. Okay, sticking with it, just 1 hit, so spends the focus. Still good. Alright, and then we got Sabine. Put that stress on Jan. Alright, we got 3 hits. That one hurts. You got an evade. Then there's 1 more. Yep, spin an array. So 1 damage. That's going to be a. Okay, so we're not quite to half points yet. So Vinny's firing on Jan. The hit crit. Nice. One evade. Flips. And what do we got? Structural damage. So while you defend, roll 1 fewer defense dice. Ouch. So that is a half point of Janors. It's a 1 point left, in fact. So 1 hull remaining on Jan. So that puts it to 44 to 25 in favor of Tim. And back to the dials. Let's take a look at these jokes. I haven't seen these before. These are pretty good. Who did Princess Leia's hair? Darth Vader. I like it. That's terrible. Okay, so back to the dials. Vinny, just as recap, so sitting with, looks like we've got 7 hull remaining. So he's out of seismic charges and proton bombs. So ZZ is still at full health with proton rockets. Talisian, so she's down to just her hull, 2 hull. So running again with proton rockets, those have been spent actually. Then over on Neil's side, we got Hera, so with just 1 damage thus far. So Sabine, who also has 1 damage. We've got Janors, who is down to a single hull left. So really kind of just scooting along. Not long for this world, most likely. So we'll see how this next turn goes. So he's got ZZ coming up on him pretty quick. But we'll see. Well, technically he's got ZZ and he's got Vinny coming up really quick. But we'll see if they'll be able to get him in arc. We've got, let's see, Blount, so down to 2. So, and then we have a uninjured Shara. So I think Shara's going to be doing a 2 hard turn here after Sabine takes her turn. We'll see where Sabine's going here in a minute. Decision time. We got 23 minutes just over. This one is going to go to time, would be my guess. So it's currently a pretty low scoring game. I definitely stayed up too late for my birthday last night, so we went out to dinner and a movie with my wife. So got the babysitter to come over and actually crash and watch the kids here, which was kind of nice. Went out and saw The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, which is actually pretty funny. Oh, Vinny did stop. Okay. Takes stress, still gets his 2 calculates. Next we have Sabine. So, ooh, nice little sloop. Okay, we had actually a 1 hard out of Talisian, so she knew that stop was coming. Takes focus, so stressful, that means it's going to boost in. Try to stay out of that arc. Successfully done. So Flips does a 3 bank out of Blount. No bump, that was close. Takes focus. Oh. Okay, 3 hard, that is a bump out of Jan though. Doesn't want to be taking a shot from Vinny. 2 hard, going to be firing out the rear, I expect. Nope. Oh, yep, there we go. And then we got Talisian taking a 1 hard right. Apparently my daughter's up too. Like I said, a night for interruptions. Sorry, folks. Alright, I am a tad bit lost. I will not deny it. Hey, Steve. Sorry, I did not. I was unable to scrounge up a guest host. So, and it seems to be the night for interruptions in this household. Alright. Help me get caught up. So, who's firing at who? Looks like we got a target lock. So on Vinny from Gianors. So, and then Blount. Okay, we've got Thread Tracer's got it. Okay, ZZ shooting at the rear. So using that focus. Oh, Jan lives. All right, back to the dials. I'm gonna spin this. Tim's flipping dials. Okay, Blunt's taking his shot on Vinny. So we got 3, 4. Spin the target lock. 1 hit, 1 focus. Using that focus to flip them to 4 hits. Very nice. Oh. And all. He's got 2 calculates. Gonna spend 1, 2. There we go. So he's got 2 going through. So 2 more haul down on Vinny. Ouch. Okay, we got a hit, crit, and a focus.
I hope it will help you to do a better job.
So coming out of Char Bay, using that target lock. So there we go. Hit, crit with 1 evade, 2 evades, flipping ray, 2 more. Let's get that. And that's a structural damage. So flipping from fuel leak. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down. Structural damage. Yes. So 1 fewer defense dice. So coming out of Sabine. So into, go figure, Vinny. So 1 more, and that's, or excuse me, 2 more, and that's dead Vinny. If she can pull it. Using that target lock, reroll. Oh. Okay, so that 1 hit goes through because he only had 1 defense die. So Vinny is dead, almost. We're at 8. Yep, my math is off. So we're at 8. So Vinny is almost dead. Vinny firing at Hera. So we got a hit. And single evade. Reroll. Hit. And a single evade. Okay. All right. So Vinny lives to see 1 more round. We've got, looks like we're at 13 minutes and 40 seconds approximately, real time. And so Vinny's got the stress, so probably not going to pull another stop. We'll see where he's going, so that could be interesting. I would expect that they at least have, Neil has 2 of his ships following Vinny to make certain that he goes down. Taliesin, we'll see. I mean, the A-Wings are, of course, a fast platform. We'll see where they go, but, I mean, you would expect at this point, we're at 44 to 74. Neil's leading currently. We'll see what Tim does. I wonder if he brings Taliesin back into the fight. So, Jan, let's take a look at that dial. Jan's stressed. And so we've got a red stop. That's not going to happen, of course. I expect a blue maneuver of some sort, but right now everything looks like it's just going to bump. It's got a left bank and a right bank. One that's blue. Could do a 2 straight, probably. I mean, we'll see. There's lots of A-wing options, of course. So, all sorts of A-wing options. So, and most of them are fast. Looks like Vinny does a 1 right bank. Squeezes in there. Just gets around Jan. Takes his double calculate. Okay, we've got Sabine doing it too hard. So bumping. into his own ship, I believe. Okay, we've got Blount doing a 4K. We got Shara Bay doing a 3 straight blue maneuver. So another bump. Jan going way past, so doing a 2 straight. So taking a focus. And moving his arc to the rear. ZZ taking a 2 bank right. Talisian doing a 2 hard. So actually possibly getting a firing arc. Yeah. Boosting in. What was that, a 3 bank? Okay. Alright, so we've got a lot going into Vinny. Okay, boosting in, red boost with an evade. Jan firing out the rear at Vinny first. And we got a crit. Yep. Crit. Whew. Yep. And it was a fuel leak. And a disabled power regulator. Ouch. Ooh, doggy. That is one dead Vinny. He didn't just get blown up, he got totally disintegrated. Okay, so next we've got ZZ firing out the rear over there at Hera. 2 dice out there, range 3, so they're getting the extra defense. So rolling 1 hit. Flip and charge. Just using that evade, flipping that over. Yep, gets out. Talisian, so firing into Sabine Wren. Out the front, so it gets 1 hit. So, yep, rolls the other over to a hit. So we have 3 evades though. So nothing. Tim had no luck that round. So, and it's not over, folks. It's not over. So coming out of Shara, so right into the back of ZZ, we've got 1 hit, flying in, and uses that focus to protect its rear. Okay, back to dials. So we've got ZZ and Taliesin over here in the right-hand corner. Curious to see what they do. So right now, I mean, we've got 5 ships. So over on Neil's side. Oddly enough, Neil didn't think he was going to do very well necessarily. So I think he's done a fine job. Tim was just enjoying bringing a bomber, he said. So he was glad to bring a bomber with him tonight. Hey, Firelock. Thanks for joining us. So apparently more A-Wings just automatically means winning. So moving forward, I only play A-Wings, apparently. We'll see how that goes. Down to 6 minutes. we've got a couple ships that Neil's going to be needing to turn around. So if ZZ wants to get back in the game, she's got to flip around. We have a little bit of stress out there. Blount's probably going to slow roll it in. So we've got Hera. So probably just going to do a bank boost maybe. Tim is going to do something funky. He's flipping his whole dial around just to keep track of this. Okay, so we got a one hard right. It's out of Hera. Keeping that stress. Or I'm sorry, out of Sabine. So, and then we've got Shara doing a 2-bank blue. So we're running with the focus. Gonna meet Talisian head on. So 3 straight set of Blount. Losing that stress and then going to focus. Expecting Talisian coming in on her own. So Jan is staying way the heck out there. He doesn't want to die. 1 haul on him. Let's see. We've got a 3-bank. Ooh, that's very close to a bump. So just misses it. I think he stays out of arc of Sabine, so that's good. Takes a focus. One hard, so that is easy. And then does a boost right. Stressful boost right. Gets some 2 clean shots, so over there at Shara. So Shara's got full shields, full health, hull, so full health. Some longer range shots at Blount. So Blount has 2 hull left, shields down, and then looks like Hera is doing a 2-bank, so with an evade, which I don't know that that'll be necessary, but we'll find out. Jan is out of luck. We're checking bullseye, nothing. No shenanigans this round on that. Okay, so going into Shara. Coming out of Talisian. Nope, going into Blount. So gonna try to take those 2 hull out. So we need a perfect hit. So we gotta hit crit even. And we need them to blank out. Nope, 1 evade. So 2 evades. So nothing. Nothing goes through. Okay, Blount returning fire. Alright. 1 crit. And we got our evades. They are good. Minute 13 on the board. We're 122 in Neil's favor to 44 for Tim. So it looks like we've got Shara firing 1, and looks like it was evaded out. Next we've got Hera, who's got, let's see, he's got the Taila. I don't think so. No, that's the end of that. So 38 seconds. I think they're going for it. So we get one more round and then that's pretty much it. All around a good game. And so that was a lot of A-Wings. Trying to think of a win condition here for Tim, but let's see. Blount. He's not worth a ton. What do we got? Blount is worth 15 points at this time. Whew. 79 points needed to lead. We have to get Jan out. I guess we could get some 5 straights and try to go after Jan. So like I said, there's only one hole left. And then that would be 57 total, so that would be, what, 28 points? Yeah, 28 points. Oof. I'm not seeing a win condition here, but we'll see. So we got a bump. So out of Shara. So Blount's bumping. Too hard out of Jan. I think he goes after Jan. Those double focuses always hurt. Actually, double limit, triple. 4 straight, yep. With the focus. And a boost in. Stress. And 3 bank that bumps. Looks like Talisian's only hope. Oh, there's a bump. So Hera is not going to be shooting this round. Use the focus to get 3, 1 evade, and no chance to use those 3 focuses. Goodness. Never mind, I had that backwards. So, Jan's still alive. Talisian is a goner. Okay. Then we've got Blount firing into ZZ. Whew. So 3 hits. Okay, next we have Sabine firing into ZZ. That's it there. Okay. Well, I think they are done. So good game. So Tim versus Neil looks like the final points were 173 to 44. So Tim was able to hold on to his last ship. So ZZ hopefully zooms right on out of there here before she gets blown up. But for this game, it is done. So good job, Neil. So appreciate him joining us. Apparently it is 11. What time? So it was 11 o'clock. So when we started this at 9, so it is about 12:35. So he needs to go grab some lunch. So we're going to let him do that. So thank you so much, guys, for letting us stream. Tim, Neil, thank you. So appreciate y'all joining us tonight. And so we're going to call it, though. So you all sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite.